Hello. Leave the show. Just kidding. Don't leave. Don't go anywhere. We're about to begin. We're about to start. How people are getting ready. One more round of this song and we will begin. All right, let's bring it up in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. That's right. What is up, internet? Let me introduce myself again, I guess, but in English. My name is Adrian, and I am the podcaster, the host, el conductor, the guy who kind of speaks during El Jardin del Sonido live, right? So this is a new segment of this live stream YouTube channel, I guess you would like to call it like that. It is 10 and 18 minutes. It is 10:18 a.m. here in Lima, Peru, December 25th of 2024. It is Christmas morning here. Merry Christmas, guys and gals. I have my Christmas cup, which holds. This is not a cup, is it? I completely forgot how this one's called. But I'm holding my tea here, my Christmas tea, delicious. It's kind of, it's not. I added like 4 sugar spoons of, well, 4 sugar spoons, but it isn't that sweet because it's a special kind of tea. I don't remember exactly which brand it is, but it is a very good one that I am enjoying this Christmas morning here in Peru. Let's see how everyone is doing. They're in Asumere. Oh my God! Huh? There's too many people for just Christmas right now. But anyway, let's move on. Let's introduce right now Broken Phone, which is the new segment of this, as I was saying, live stream YouTube channel, which is called El Jardín Sonido. Broken Phone is gonna be the name of the English segment, the only one I'm gonna have once a week here in El Jardín Sonido, because I figured that while I was doing stand-up comedy the other day in Barranco, that I could do a whole segment actually in English and kind of, I don't know if memorize a script, but write down my ideas and then do an attempt to explain them on camera live. Just like I did during that stand-up comedy special in English in Barranco, but with a camera on my face. That's basically the goal of this segment. And it is called Broken Phone because it is the name is it's the translation of a children's game here in Peru, which is called Teléfono Mal Logrado, which literal translation would be like I don't know, a telephone which doesn't work anymore. But Broken Phone sounds cooler because it's shorter. And this game consists of people like getting other people's words wrong for some reason. They would sit in a circle and exchange a single message that has to go full circle, right? But since they are kids and they're just using their voices and covering their mouths like this to send the message, pretty much anything that they would say is gonna be like a little bit modified or changed during that circle, right? That circle thing. So once it gets to the original original kid source, it would come as a completely different message. And it is kind of poking, right, making fun of translation itself. So that's why it is called broken phone. It's also to appeal to younger generations, I guess, because who lives without a phone nowadays? Ah, excellent. Let's keep going and let's go straight into Peruvian Christmas traditions. Considering this is the Peruvian Christmas special, let's go straight into Peruvian Christmas traditions. So these are things that Peruvian people do while they're in Peru or abroad, but still being Peruvian, right? During Christmas, that some of them may sound familiar, but I have like three of them that are pretty much just Peruvian, I believe. So first of all, let's start with the gastronomic traditions. Here we have our own things, luckily, such as eating this sort of huge bread with encrusted sweets and raisins, which we call panettone. Why did I say panettone? Like I was saying it in English. It's called panettone. There we go. Uh, yeah. So that's what we usually eat as a Christmas, just a straight Peruvian Christmas tradition. But since we apparently also inherited some American traditions, we also like to have turkey for dinner, uh, which we usually buy at the last minute. But some people they actually plan sort of a schedule kind of thing to buy their turkey because we have long lines here in Lima, Peru, to do well any sort of things actually require many hours or minutes of line here, unfortunately. And getting a turkey for Christmas is also one of them. So people that do not get their turkey at last minute, they get ready like days before to get their turkey for Christmas dinner. People used to eat turkey. I'm gonna like spoil this a little bit. Another Christmas Peruvian Christmas tradition, but people used to eat turkey like very close to midnight. But because of digestive issues and people getting hungry, now we're used to eat turkey like between 9 and 10 p.m. So that's one of the gastronomic traditions that we have here in Peru regarding Christmas. But all right, the interesting part is that we also inherited drinking hot chocolate for some reason, which is kind of weird because here in Peru it's summertime during Christmas. Christmas starts. I'm sorry, summer starts like 3 or 2 days before December 25th, and it is pretty warm here in Peru, especially in Lima, which is uh, one of the cities, right? The city in which I live. So it wouldn't make much sense to drink hot chocolate during the whole Christmas season unless you're living in near a snowy area in Peru, or it is very cold during night and it is cool enough for you to drink hot chocolate, right? There's people who still do it, no matter which hour of the day it is, which time of the day it is. But I guess most people drink it during the night because since it is an inherited tradition from really cold places like the United States or Canada, I guess, it wouldn't make sense to drink it during the day. But yeah, since it is inherited, we have to do it at least during the night, right? For it to not only for it to give it some sense, but for us not to like burn our whole bodies while we do it, right? So that's one of the things we got here. Drinking as well hot chocolate during summer, during nights at least. All right, let's move on. Another Peruvian Christmas tradition. So I live near the coastline. So Peru is a very diverse country, not only culturally but also geographically. We have three main regions, which is the coastline, then the mountain range, and afterwards the jungle. And each of the three main regions have their own subdivisions. But if you live near the coastline like me, one of the traditions we have here is that some of us like to go to the beach during Christmas, which wouldn't make sense in the northern hemisphere because it wouldn't make much sense. But since it is summertime, as I said before, here in Lima, Peru, we usually go to the beach to spend Christmas with family, and some of us make the whole plan to actually stay until after New Year's, right? So we spend like 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks of December, in the beach if we have like a beach house, or we just go camping on top of the sand, which is pretty cool if you have a good tent to camp on, or to camp in, or whatever. But yeah, that's one of the traditions we have that wouldn't make sense anywhere else in the world because it is not summertime just like here. And we have a very tropical climate. So, and also, at least in Lima or in different parts of the coast area, humidity is very high in the air. So any variation in the temperature of the weather would actually feel very strong. So that's why whenever it gets warmer, we almost automatically go to the beach for us to get like a cooler vibe, right? Uh, so that's why we would spend Christmas. I mean, like going to the ocean and then coming back to play with her toys if you're a kid and just got the toy as a present, and then go back into the ocean, something like that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's drink my little tea. All right. This is gonna be a very short live because it is also like the pilot version of this segment, and I only had like three main Christmas traditions here from Peru because I cannot get the whole scope of how Peruvians celebrate Christmas as like as one single country because, as I said, Peru is a very multicultural country that has many different traditions. But I guess three of the ones that you could share are the ones that I just mentioned and I'm gonna finish mentioning, right? So let's continue. Finally, one of the traditions here in Peru for Christmas that pretty much the whole country shares, for some reason, I don't know if it's just Peru or if it's all Latin America, is actually waiting until midnight for Christmas. So we do not sleep. We do not send our kids to sleep at like 10 p.m. and then we go also to sleep, and we all of a sudden wake up and it's Christmas and we open presents. Right? We actually stay awake until midnight, like it's New Year's. Like if it's New Year's, we say Merry Christmas to whoever there is on the living room, and we call our relatives and our friends to say Merry Christmas to them, and afterwards, we drink champagne if you're an adult, obviously, and we just give like orange juice to the kids. And we stay until 2 a.m. opening and playing or using our presents, which is crazy because I don't know if any other country does that, or if it's only us, or if it is a whole like Latin American thing. It would be amazing, and it would be like a Latino shirt tradition here in like in this side of the world, but I have no way to confirm that, so I'll just go with here. At least in Peru, we do that. We actually stay until midnight waiting for Christmas, which kind of ruins the whole Santa came during night and left the presents thing. We actually have to show Santa to the kids, so somebody has, spoiler alert, to dress up as Santa. Whoever's predisposed and old enough, I guess, to dress up as Santa and give the presents to the kids, or we just say, yeah, Santa. Since it's South America, Santa had to come by to here first for some reason. which would make not which wouldn't make sense because the North Pole, I guess, is closer to the United States, but whatever, right? Santa had to come by during 24 because I guess he had to do the whole thing around giving the presents so he can finish up near his house uh, on the northern hemisphere. So he already left the presents that we're gonna open during Christmas midnight, right? I guess that's the story you can tell to the kids if you want to, or you can dress somebody up as Santa Claus and show up and go, ho ho, here you go, and keep the tradition alive. But yeah, we in Peru we wait until Christmas midnight to say Christmas Merry Christmas to each other, open the presents, and the whole thing. That's one of the Peruvian traditions we have here, and I'm very glad I shared it with the whole world. Yes. Alrighty, righty. I was very worried that nobody was actually listening to me because I didn't know if the audio of the microphone was working. But now I just made sure it was. So I guess that would be the whole. Yeah, I'm gonna wait 3 more minutes so we can amount to 30 minutes. I really appreciated that 47 people just came by just to watch whatever I was doing here in English and then left because we have like two simultaneous people here. Oh, it just increased to five. Amazing. But we used to have like just two. It used to be just two of us here, or at least three of us here interacting or something. With 47 people who came by and left, which is amazing. Which is still amazing. I still appreciate. That's why I mentioned it, right? But yeah, amazing. I totally appreciate the fact that a bunch of people came by to say to watch whatever I was doing and left. At least they got interested or they got curious. And like I guess at the beginning of the stream we were like six simultaneously, and then people left. But I'm glad that at least a couple people stayed. So that's gonna be it, I guess. I don't have much to say after all of this. I'm gonna do the clip and then upload it to TikTok. Are we recording? Thank God. Perfect. Or as we say in Milan, perfecto. Nah, just kidding. Perfecto. Delicious. So I don't know if you guys want to leave a comment or something, whatever, that I can read. No, you guys just left. All right. That was pretty interesting and very entertaining to do. Unfortunately, didn't get to enjoy much of the people that were simultaneously here because I was looking at the OBS just in case. But yeah, thank you very much. I guess they were the people that came from the Instagram story. I'm glad they came from there. That means the link is working. All right, let's give it 1 more minute. Thank you very much to everyone that came here to watch whatever I was doing. As I just said 3 times before, we will be having more editions of Broken Phone during Mondays, 2025, and we will be having the rest of the segments just as we used to on 2024. Nothing's gonna change about them. We're just gonna add a new one entirely in English to see what happens, and that's gonna be it. Thank you very much. You guys can subscribe to El Jardín del Sonido. We have a lot of content, and we're probably gonna have some interviews as well. They're gonna, I hope, pump up the numbers on the channel, so the more people can like come here and go like, oh, there's actually people watching. I'm gonna unite as well, right? That's right. Thank you very much to everyone. Let's just wait like 15 more seconds, and that's gonna be it. If anyone wants to leave a comment, you guys are still available or able to do it. All right, that's gonna be it. That was it for today. It is it is 10:36 a.m. of Christmas Day 2024 here in Lima, Peru. My name is Adrian, and I will see you on the next live stream. Thank you very much. That was all for today. Let's load it into the waiting screen. Bye bye.